Several Bengals players in the locker room said out loud, quote, "We just lost to the worst team in the league." Well, sounds like they're really confident moving forward. They are the first team since the 39 Eagles to not score a touchdown in their first two games at home, when their first two games were played at home. Several Bengals players saying, "We just lost to the worst team of the league," which, by the way, the Texans aren't the worst team of the league, but goes to show you that the Bengals have, I would say, zero spirit and zero confidence and zero fight. It has come to a head. And Marvin Lewis is a decent man. And Marvin Lewis helped bring the Bengals out of the lost decade of the 90s and made them respectable. And the Bengals have actually drafted relatively well. I mean, they have kind of consistently put together a team that had athletes on it. But Marvin Lewis has now hit two potholes. Number one, he's continuously defending guys that don't need to be defended, like Pac-Man Jones, like Vontaze Burfict, specifically Vontaze Burfict. And number two, now the team's not responding to him. If Mike Brown, owner, president, czar of the Bengals, cared about the product on the field, he would have fired Marvin Lewis in the offseason, because all you needed to see was last year. Now he's going to give him another year because he doesn't want to make a tough decision on a hire. But the Bengals have botched this all along by not promoting one of their coordinators that would go on to a head coaching gig like a Mike Zimmer, like a Hugh Jackson. Promote those guys, then push Marvin Lewis into player personnel. He can be the president of football operations, so you can keep him around. But instead, guess what? Mike Brown wants to pay one guy instead of two guys. Coach and Marvin Lewis goes to president? Oh, I don't know about that. I'll stay president, and we'll just have Marvin Lewis as the coach. This Bengals team is sunk. They've lost their fight. They've lost their way, and that was grotesque last night. And for the Bengals fans that went to the games the last 2 weeks, I feel for you, because you got absolutely swindled with what you paid versus what you got to watch.